Now, I am an ex-HR professional, and I've been building this business since couple of years, and I'm a mother to a 7-year-old who has finished her exams and is completely at home now, and it's a full house every day now. Okay, so let's move ahead. Can somebody please confirm if you can see the share slide?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, great. So this is a basic, you know, this is something that we have always been doing since, we are born. We have been eating. But have we ever thought what happens when we eat? And why is it important to understand what happens when we eat? And how is it related? How is it even a topic? Right? So, for the benefit of myself, I have seen the time. It's 9:05. Okay, so it's the host. Please let me know once we hit 9:10. I will get a signal. Okay, I need to wind up. Okay, so this is a very basic thing that we always have been doing. Our kids are doing. Our parents were doing. Grandparents were. Everybody since birth of living organisms, we have been eating without thinking, right? But now we need to think. Why? Because now we know that there's a hormone story behind our eating, behind our hunger and fat gain. So today I'm going to just very briefly talk about it like a bird's eye view, and more will be discussed later on. So when we talk about weight gain, right? General myth in this society or even in weight loss industry is all about calories, but it's not just calories, it is actually the hormones that that plays the real game, right? And the body reacts to these hormones. It does not count calories. So this is the real science. This is the basic science that even we follow in our program. Now let's meet couple of these hormones that actually controls our system when we are talking about hunger, or even for the fact that we need to eat. What are these hormones? These are insulin, ghrelin, leptin, and cortisol. You can see on the screen what all of these hormones do. Insulin stores fat, ghrelin makes us hungry, leptin signals fullness, and cortisol drives cravings. Today we'll be focusing majorly on the insulin plus hunger loop. Okay, now, no, a lot of people eat very carb rich diet in the morning. We are very used to it. Parathas, samosas, kachoris, depending on the regions. Idli, vada, dosa, these are all very high carb rich, a basic working class, right? When we start working, we think bread, toast, and bread omelette and biscuit and chai is actually, something that we should be very happy about eating, because that's how this social media has portrayed, people who are busy, people who are working, living a lifestyle, eat good quality chai biscuit, right? But that actually what it does, it raises the blood sugar level, insulin is released, and then body is prepared to store energy. Sadly, what happens is blood sugar spikes immediately, right? There is not much gap in absorbing this, because this is direct carbs, direct sugar, direct glucose. The blood sugar spikes, and then it also crashes that rapidly. So every 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours, people have a tendency to eat again, because again that sugar is required for the body, for the mind to feel active and focused. Okay, and this is what leads to this cycle, this vicious circle or this vicious cycle, which is what high carb rich diet or high sugar diet, right, leads to crash, which leads to hunger again, which leads to insulin spike, and that leads to fat gain. So this is the basic concept of fat gain. Also, what happens when we are in this cycle? This is what really happens. And if we are not eating the right way, we are not taking enough protein, we are not taking sufficient fiber, and we are taking too many refined carbs, then insulin spike happens, crash and hunger. So we are not really overeating. Our body is asking the food again and again, because it is not getting the food in the right proportion, the nutrients in the right proportion. What is it getting? It is getting too much of carbs, sugar, refined carbs, junk food, and that's where the spike and the crashes are happening rapidly. Okay, so if we have to summarize, right, what is really happening, this is what is happening. When there is high insulin, then what is happening? When there is low insulin, then what is happening? High insulin, fat storage is on, right? Fat burning is off. Low insulin, burning is on, energy is stable, right? I'm not sure how this video came here, but okay. We will understand this with
Emil, you're going to
video now.
overwhelm your
Okay, so I'll play the video. So this, whatever I spoke about, you will understand in this quick video now.
You consume
Can hear the sound as well, right?
a meal, you're going to overwhelm your body's blood glucose. It has to be cleared. So your pancreas is going to make insulin. The insulin rise is going to clear that glucose. The question is, how much can you make and how quick does it work? Insulin release can be compromised, and that will give you a high glucose spike, or insulin resistance that will give you a long glucose plateau. Both are signs of metabolic dysfunction. Both lead to illness and death.
Okay, so this is in short, what it is. Okay, when we are not eating right kind of meal, and when we are okay, this has back. Okay, and when we are not paying attention to combining the right kind of nutrients. Okay, in return, what happens? This is the dangerous loop that a body enters into, which is high insulin because of repeated eating, because of high carb food, because of instant spikes and crashes, right? Fat starts getting stored in the liver and it leads to insulin resistance. Even more insulin is released and insulin resistance increases, more fat is stored in the liver, and this cycle continues, leading to a condition of fatty liver, right? I hope people have seen this content in the AI content channel. And when fatty liver happens, there are a lot of things that happens. You've already seen this content. I'm not going to read this out, right? Now, why the diets fail? Because eating less or crash dieting is not going to work, because it does not fix insulin, the major hormone that plays a role in managing our hunger and fat burning, right? And it does not even reduce liver fat effectively. And that is where the diets fail. That's why no, the weight comes back. And this is the science that in healthy weight loss program with Reshape Nation is what we address. And that's where the weight does not bounce back. The fatty liver can be reversed, insulin resistance can be reversed, and people can lose weight easily. Okay. And this is just a video which will actually compare couple of fruits that people eat and what's the sugar spike that happens in people's body. So a lot of people tell fruits are healthy. Why should we not eat fruits? What fruits to eat? What fruits not to eat? How many to eat? Okay, so all that will be explained in this quick video. This is
Do you know what good old bananas do to blood sugar levels? Let's find out. Today I'm having 2 bananas and these should be around 250 grams without the peel. They should be around 225 calories, which is the highest in the series so far. Can you believe it? Let's see what happens. Very good bananas. Let's see what my glucose monitor says. 41 mg increase. Okay, this is very similar to when I had mango, which had given me a 40 mg spike, meaning that I'm no longer extra scared of mangoes because a lot of fruits are spiking at this similar level. The only thing I have to pay attention to is the portion size, because it's very easy to overeat mangoes, but it's very difficult to say have more than 2 bananas at one time. Plus, I'm noticing that there are 3 camps forming. At the lowest end are fruits that give me an approximately a 30 mg spike, which includes fruits like muskmelon, jamuns, and plums. These type of fruits I can have anytime, on their own also, without worrying too much about the spike. The second is the approx 40 mg spike category, which includes fruits like mango, watermelon, pineapple, and banana. And when I have these type of fruits, I should ideally remember to have them with some form of protein, fat, or fiber, or control the portion size. And the third and final camp is the 50 mg plus spike, which till now only includes lychees and cherries. Now, these fruits, I should definitely pair them with something or have them after a meal so that I can reduce the sugar spike and prevent the subsequent crash that will happen. Because, as you know, sugar crash is very uncomfortable.
right. So this is what it is. The sugar crash is something that we need to prevent, and that is what happens when we eat in the right combination. So adding protein in every meal reduces sugar spikes greatly. Adding fiber with every meal reduces the sugar spike. Eating structured meals definitely helps big time, and not skipping meals also is very, very important. So starvation also leads to, weight gain and insulin spikes when we eat again. So controlled insulin is controlled hunger, and that also leads to, fat loss, managing our insulin levels, and preventing lifestyle issues. So that's all from my end. Thank you very much.
Awesome, Mokshita. Very helpful topic and very important topic, because many times clients tell that I am taking protein. I'm not eating food, but I'm taking protein shake. So I'm skipping my breakfast or lunch. I say, why? It's not happening. So it's because that every meal spikes our insulin. Okay, is my voice clear? Am I audible?
Your sound is a little low, you're audible, but it's
Okay.
not the usual volume.
Okay. So why I ask this question, so that people can unmute and they can respond to this question at least. It's good to make people aware that are you guys able to hear me? Everybody will become yes. Good. Okay. So guys, are you still excited? Because it was very important topic. So I hope you are making best use of these sessions. Okay. So next. Okay. So next topic is also very important, and the person who is going to talk, I'm one of the big fan of her, because whenever she talks, she adds lot of value with her knowledge. Okay, and let's, with a big round of applause, let's invite Dr. Shira Lakshmi on the stage. Come on, everyone, let's applaud and let's welcome her. Let's all do it.
Both of Nitin and Sirish.
Yeah. So to start with, let me start, and Dr. Sri Rashmi will also join in. Okay. So let me first share my screen. Able to see?
Yes.
Audio?
No.
No, you have to share audio, okay, when you share the screen.
Netflix is just one of 7 startups of mine. Nobody knows anything. True in Hollywood, and I believe true almost any place people are trying new ideas. I mentioned before that Netflix is just one of 7 startups of mine. But if you had asked me on day one for each of these, which was going to be the big hit, which was going to be the complete failure, I promise that I could never have told you, nor could anybody else, because genuinely, no one knows anything. So if no one knows anything, if people have no idea before an idea is tried, whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, there's only one thing you have to do, which is you have to go back, you have to take that risk, you have to do something. You've got to build something, you got to make something, you got to test something, you got to sell something, you have to try something, because you learn more in 1 hour of doing it than in 3 months of thinking about it. Nobody knows anything.
Okay. So our experience of this business and being part of this organization has been similar, especially mine. So I will start like this opportunity which I got introduced by Joe now was like 3 years back during Corona. Somebody else had introduced me this opportunity. One of my ex-colleague in Cognizant, who was part of Joe's team only. Joe knows him very well. So also to tell one more thing, like before this Reshape Nation back in 2017, also some people had introduced me about all this this Amway related business. So at that time it was not on healthcare side, but yeah, at that time also somebody had introduced me, and this time also like in 2020 one of the ex-colleague had introduced, but he showed me. I was looking for something to get fit, a healthy weight loss. Similarly, based upon his status, I reached out to him. He was putting status of the healthy weight loss and all those things. He showed me the plan and all those things, but I was little reluctant to go ahead with reducing the weight via the technique which he was telling, the supplement part and all, and also the business part also he explained to me. but I was little reluctant. I said, no, I will look into it. Then after he reached out again, and then I said no. So I dropped that plan. So after that, after 3 years, Joe was connected to me via LinkedIn. I knew about him, not personally, but this guy only had mentioned about Joe. Like I am part of Joe's team. He's part of Cognizant and he does all those things. Suddenly, 5-6 months back, or I guess 7-8 months back, Joe reached out via LinkedIn. So I thought this will be the same opportunity what my friend told earlier. So, but anyhow, this time I had a more open mind, and one of the main reason was I got married, and my wife is more enthusiastic than me. She told, "Why not go ahead?" At that time, you didn't see. Let us go and at least listen to him. I said, okay, because of her enthusiasm, and also I thought I had a better open mind. I got married, and lot of things, lot of experience in life. I saw more. So because of that, said, okay, go ahead. And then Joe gave the presentation, told about the thing. More than the opportunity, I saw a lot of genuineness from Joe's side, Joe and Priya. Whatever questions I had, I come from a BTech MBA with 10 plus, 11 plus years of corporate experience working in sales and all those things. I tried to question in all the aspect. This might be wrong, that might be wrong. I tried to find a lot of loopholes, why this should be wrong. That was my mental attitude, because when he told Amway, all those things, I did Google all those things. But Joe as a person, he gave a lot of transparency. I liked a lot. He gave answers to all the questions. He told if you feel like it is anything unethical, you can leave and all those things. Plus the enthusiasm of my wife, I thought let's give a try. Then when we both been the part of this organization, the meets and all those things, I can see there is a lot of value addition. I tried this healthy weight loss thing on myself first. I learned a lot about health and fitness. I used to play sports at a very competitive level. I studied in Kendriya Vidyalayas. I was in KV national level, hockey player, football, all those things. I did a lot of physical activity now, also cycling and all those things, but I was never able to lose weight and all those things to a healthy level. But after I understood all these health concepts and all those things, I went with the positive, the healthy way of eating, the supplements and all. Then I started seeing my weight loss decreased, which I never experienced after doing a lot of exercise and all those things. So all this new learning helped me to understand about health and fitness. That is additional value. Also, I saw a lot of positivity. I can see a lot of the people who are associated with this particular organization. All are in very good position, very educated. All kind of people are there. So the experience and all those inputs which I am getting and my wife is getting is like it helps a lot. You grow personally. Even though I left this opportunity earlier, but this time when I am being part of this, so I'm there is a lot of value addition. So it has helped us a lot. So after this, I will Sri Rashmi to add few points from her point of view.
Yeah, hello. So, one second. Yeah, so most of the things Nitin has spoken. Sorry. One thing what I wanted to add on extra is that since the time we got married, every time I used to hear Nitin telling that I think we need to do something extra. Let's start some business. Let's start some business. This would be a normal talk, I think, on a daily basis, but we never did anything because me coming from, we do not have any business background, or even my parents are teachers, me into the dental field. Business was not something that I've never thought of. So what I thought was, Nitin is from an MBA. He has done his MBA. So maybe he has better idea. Definitely when we do a business, that will add on. But even after joining the business, what he says is the practical approach is being learned right now. Even after he has learned a lot. So, so what I wanted to say is, what's the general talk amongst us that we need to start something. Eventually, we have entered into such a business, and I think we together are trying to build a very good business, and we are really happy that we are able to, we got into this business. We have got a lot of like-minded people, or maybe people, when we are in the company with somebody like-minded or above us, we also grow. So that is definitely, such changes are being seen in us, and you get to learn a lot, self-growth and everything is definitely there in the opportunity. So I think it was a very good step to get into this. And moreover, the first most important thing is there is nothing to lose more than, it's just learning that you are having. Any part or any time you feel something unethical or something, you have the right to walk away. So that is a freedom that is there in this opportunity. But definitely been through this for over months now. So I definitely stay in this, and I am a person who wanted everything to be very ethical. So like how Nitin had all kinds of questions, I was in fact at the point irritated, enough, stop questioning, let's start. But he was like, but now I understand, that gives us more clarity. Now we are able to relate to a lot of people whom we are welcoming also. So when they ask questions, we feel, yeah, they will definitely have all such questions. I have listened personally him asking all those. So we have the answers with us, and so it has really helped us to grow financially and emotionally and in all personal perspectives also. So I'm really grateful to take up this opportunity. Thanks.
And also to add one last point, like this is based upon this opportunity, this is, I can see a very noble opportunity. I can see how people are getting affected in a positive way. I can see the clienteles which my wife is having. Basically, she is doing the main coaching part. So people who are very unhealthy, like 100+ kilos, they were trying for many years to reduce their weight, get fit. So all these positive reviews and the blessings which they are giving, that is very positive. So I never felt that. Joe used to tell you will get these blessings and all those things, but that was all verbal. When I felt it for the first time, when I'm seeing that lady calling my wife in between multiple times in a week and telling like, I'm feeling this, get that great, my swelling has reduced, I'm getting positive. So then I started feeling, yeah, definitely it has a inner feeling also. When you get all these good reviews by people who are really their lives are getting changed in a positive manner. So that is also one of the very good aspect of this particular opportunity.
Awesome, Nitin and Shreya Lakshmi. So yeah, so that's the very valid point that Shreya Lakshmi just mentioned, that whenever a new person will join their team, they understand that they have all kind of questions that the way we had, and that brings out the empathy for the new people. Otherwise, we can understand that how they are progressing with their journey. Okay, so congratulations, and this Sunday we had went to attend a physical meet in Volcano, Bangalore, and in the last of the session, it was told that after diamonds, there was only one FED. After diamond, there is one more pin, FED, a founder executive diamond, and Samarjit Chaudhary is there. So he was the last person to come on the stage, and there were other diamonds also in the hall. And I was talking to my team that, see, we are so lucky that we are part of Samarjit. One FED in Bangalore, or like a couple of FEDs in Bangalore, and we belong to that lines of sponsorship. So you guys have come to join Priya team. It could have been other person also, but we don't know. But destiny has played this role. Destiny has played this role. So that is why I always tell that at least I don't take this for granted, because I have access to Samarjit house in Bangalore. And he has opened his house to all of us. A founder executive diamond, the biggest pin of this business, and I have access to this. This is a very big thing, people who understand the business dynamics. Otherwise, any other crorepati or multi-crorepati access I have to understand how do they build the business. So congratulations, and journey has just started for both of you, and many more pins are bound to come. Okay, congratulations. So guys, as you know that we all work like a family of Join Priya. So anyone who has joined for the very first time today, first timers or their coaches, they can help them. So just unmute and just introduce your name and the person who has invited you. So we just need that information. So welcome to the family if somebody has joined for the very first time.
Hi Arjun, my name is Brijesh.
Welcome, Brijesh.
I joined through Joe.
Okay, congratulations.
I'm from Bangalore.
Oh, congratulations, Brijesh. Yeah. Keep coming back.
Sure.
My name is
Sure.
Sridevi and I joined by Nirjana.
Welcome, Shri Devi ji. Welcome. And we can see that you are managing a child also. So we understand all this challenging, but everything will be worth. Everything will be worth of all this. Welcome. Welcome to the family. Okay. Moving
Vinod,
on.
are you there? It might be in office meetings. Works till late. Vinod, are you there? Okay. Chanchal is also first time, no?
Yeah, we have Chanchal also. Hi, Chanchal, are you there already?
I mean, Akhila is first time, I believe. Akhila, are you there?
Hello everyone.
Hey, Chanchal. Yeah.
Hi, Chanchal,
Yeah,
if you can, please switch on the video so that everybody can see you.
yeah, Nishra, I would definitely love to, but right now I'm driving, so that's why I kept my camera off. But I don't want to miss the session. That's why I've joined while driving only.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
careful there.
sure.
Quick intro, Chanchal. Where are you from?
I'm from Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. Welcome to the team.
Thank you so much.
Chanchal, you can introduce like what do you do?
Yeah. So Nishra introduced this platform to me, and I am a yoga trainer. I'm taking yoga classes. It's been a long 4 to 5 years to me. I'm taking online and offline classes. Right now, we like me and Nishra are in same gym. I'm giving training there also.
That's great.
Welcome. Welcome to the family.
Thank you
Very,
so much.
very soon we have lots of yoga trainer here. Okay.
So Arjun is also a yoga trainer.
So whenever I hear
Has
any yoga,
Sajjan has introduced himself, Arjun, in this
Sachin,
session?
I think he has introduced. Sachin भाई, फिर से कर दीजिए अगर पहले किया तो.
Hi all.
Hi, Joe. Sorry.
Sachin.
Yeah, Sachin, go ahead.
Yeah, I joined through Arjun sir, and like my wife is Arjun sir, a weight loss client, and I work for HSBC. I'm a banker.
The wife lost around 20 kilos, no, Sajjan?
Yes.
Welcome to the team,
Welcome to the team.
Sajjan. Vinod, are you there? I think Vinod tried to unmute in between. Yeah, go ahead, Vinod.
Hi,
Hi,
Joe.
Vinod.
Sorry, I just logged out from office. I just came to
No
my
issues.
Okay. So my wife is a client. I joined through Joe and Priya. Yeah, I'm working in Bangalore as a finance analyst.
Awesome. So Vinod's wife Manju lost close to 10 kilos.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So good team coming up in Bangalore. I think I have to start visiting Bangalore more often. Great. Akhila, are you there? Akhila, again, I think she might be with her kid or something. Next time.
Hi,
Akhila, unmuted. Hey, Akhila, go ahead.
hi, I'm Akhila. I'm a dentist. I joined through Sri Rashmi.
Awesome. Welcome to the team, Akhila. Keep coming back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Okay, welcome everyone. So keep joining again and again, and every session will give you some kind of growth for sure, because these are well thought sessions. Okay, these are well thought sessions, what topics we need to keep, because we understand that how team is growing and what kind of challenges they can face. Okay, so now the next topic is also very important. So the biggest question that we get from all the new people, that for example, my friend was also talking to me that Arjun, how do you, because I was preparing for this session, he said, Arjun, and he's a hardcore vegetarian, and he said that I'm able to manage the proteins from my kitchen and all that. So do you think that I need extra source of protein? I said, yeah, sit with me. What is your breakfast? What is your lunch? What is your dinner? I did the whole postmortem of your diet, and it was like 20 grams of diet of protein only. I just shared my PPT for that. So my topic is the myths, and today was my live example at my friend's house. The myths that people have for their proteins intake. Okay, biggest myth. So I just share my screen for that. share. Okay, so proteins myth in India, clean, simple, and science-based truth. Okay. So, for example, today, like people assume that my protein intakes are enough. I don't need, like, they think that without calculations, without understanding. So, on average, 25 to 40 grams a day, average 25 to 40 grams per day for most of adult, they take the proteins intake. And in many cases, especially vegetarians, 1 minute. Okay, in many cases, especially vegetarians, even lower, 30 to 40 grams a day. That is, I am talking about the extreme side, because today I was doing all the calculations. This is also at the extreme side, that average protein intake in India. Okay, this is based on the data from the source like Indian Council of Medical Research and National Dietary Surveys. Okay, that is a 10 years of data. And the reality gap, most Indians need at least 60 to 100 grams of protein depending on their lifestyle. Okay, or you can say that at least 1 or 1.5 kgs of protein per over the body weight. For example, I am 62 kgs, but I'm a very active lifestyle, because I do Surya Namaskars, I do exercise. I take at least 1.5 to 2x proteins of my body weight to at least to stay lean. Okay, that helps a lot. So on an average, there is a protein gap of 20 to 50 grams daily. It's an average from 20 to 50 grams of daily, because people mostly have carb heavy diets. Mostly people have carb heavy diets, rice, roti, potatoes, dominant meals and all. So people have low protein awareness. Typical meals are low protein, and you need much more daily. Okay, if you want to keep the health of your system. So for example, all of you should have this chart with you. For example, people say that I take rajma, I take chana, I take dals and all that. So black-eyed peas. For example, I'm very much sure if I have eaten rajma or dal in the lunch, people will be eating same dal, same rajma in the dinner will be very less. They will prefer some sabzi or some light food and all that. ये दोपहर को भी राजमा खाया था, रात को भी राजमा खाऊं क्या? Well, I have not seen many people doing that. Okay, that also gives you a half protein, because lunch you will not repeat in the dinner. But if you see the grams, black beans, 8 grams of protein. Now I will show you one video also after that. Now 100 grams of protein, a dal have 8 grams of protein. And in 100 grams, whole family of 4 is eating. So you are getting 1/4 of portion of that. It comes to 2 or 3 or 4 grams of protein in your portion. Don't consider that 100 grams of protein dal is there and I'm getting full 8 grams. No. Whole family is also eating. No. That also you need to understand that how much cup of dals you are eating and how much cup of dal has a gram has. So green peas 4 gram, black-eyed peas 13.5. These are fats. Okay, I'm just trying to break the myths that I'm getting enough proteins from my dals and the non-veg and all that factors. So all of you should have such kind of pictures with you. Okay, so these are the protein compositions. So now people have another myth, another wrong understanding. Protein powder is harmful because they have fear of proteins. Kidney myths, supplement myths. So whenever I get this question, protein powder is harmful or is it going to impact my kidney? I never answer as no. You know, it will not harm your kidney, it will not harm you. Because I always tell them it depends on the brand. Most of the people, if they are not taking good brand and from other XYZ brand which they don't have understanding, it may impact their health if they don't have the understanding and background of the which brand they should be using. And also for understanding, it's just a concentrated proteins extracted from the food. Example, whey proteins come from the milk. Okay, think as a milk protein without fat and lactose. It's a food, not a medicine, not the steroids. Because steroids are different, medicines are different. Food supplements from the good brand are food. Okay, food supplements, FSSAI, marked on their package. So who don't get enough protein face an increased risk of falls, fractures and loss of mobility, and it becomes extremely important when the person is above 50 years of age. Okay, so when the person is above 55 years of age, lots of this risk comes. But here most people miss studies have shown that people who get their proteins from plants have lower rates of heart disease, diabetes, and certain cancers also. Okay, so this we really need to understand. Okay, what is the myths and what are the facts? Especially people who are old, they need more good source of proteins. Okay, and doctor tell them please start some muscles trainings and all that depending on your age. Okay, body needs protein daily, even sedentary people. Even sedentary people, they need the protein. Sedentary adults, at least 0.8 grams of per kg body weight. If you have a sedentary lifestyle, sitting job, even then you need to do this calculation. If I'm 60 kgs of body weight, at least 40 to 50 grams of protein I should maintain. Okay, active goes up, muscle building goes further up. Okay, so 70 kg person needs 56 to 100 grams, 56 to 100 grams or more depending on the goals. These are the facts. People think that only if I work out I need proteins more. No, we need to understand the sedentary lifestyle requirements also. Okay, protein is essential for everyone. It supports muscles, immunity, and hormones. I am a living example of that. Okay, I've seen that because I take good source of protein. Today morning, what breakfast I had the, I think, corn salads and all that with my protein shakes. So I can see that the immunity, support, muscles, and hormones are good. So this is something different. Now what I will do, I'll just share my screen and I show you a video of a doctor. Video of a doctor who is going to talk on this myths and the. Okay, I just share the sound. Share. I'm going to play one video for all of you. 1 minute. Okay, so let me know. It should be good only.
प्रोटीन का सोर्स जरूर बोल सकते हैं. होप दिस हेल्प्स. क्या दाल एक अच्छा प्रोटीन सोर्स है? कई लोग गूगल पे जाके देखेंगे कि 100 ग्राम दाल में 24 ग्राम प्रोटीन है, तो इस हिसाब से तो दाल का प्रोटीन कंटेंट बहुत अच्छा हुआ. बिल्कुल नहीं. देखो, वो 100 ग्राम रॉ दाल में 24 ग्राम प्रोटीन है. जब आप उतनी दाल को कुक करोगे तो उसमें आराम से पूरी फैमिली दाल खा लेगी. तो कुक होने के बाद जो एक सर्विंग दाल की होती है उसमें हार्डली 3 से 4 ग्राम प्रोटीन होता है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन कि वो दाल कितनी पतली है, उसमें कितना वाटर ऐड किया गया है. सेकंड, जो दाल में आपको 3 से 4 ग्राम प्रोटीन मिलता है वो भी कंप्लीट प्रोटीन नहीं है, क्योंकि उसमें कुछ लिमिटिंग एमिनो एसिड्स होते हैं. हाँ, लेकिन ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाती है क्योंकि हम दाल को अकेले नहीं खाते, हम राइस या रोटी के साथ कंबाइन करके खाते हैं. इससे दाल के जो लिमिटिंग एमिनो एसिड्स होते हैं वो आपको राइस या रोटी से मिल जाते हैं एंड इन कॉम्बिनेशन हम पूरी मील को कंप्लीट प्रोटीन कह सकते हैं. लेकिन तब भी आपको ओवरऑल प्रोटीन कंटेंट कम मिला और कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स बहुत ज्यादा मिल गए. तो दाल को हम हाई प्रोटीन तो नहीं बट हाई कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स एंड लो टू मॉडरेट प्रोटीन का सोर्स जरूर बोल सकते हैं. होप दिस हेल्प्स. क्या दाल एक अच्छा प्रोटीन सोर्स है?
Okay, so I will show another video also. This because it's small shorts only, but this will be very helpful for us. Okay, let's keep.
कई लोग गूगल पे जाके देखेंगे.
So let's watch this also. Just 1 minute of video.
वे प्रोटीन का यूज. क्या वे प्रोटीन सेफ है?
So he's a MSc nutrition. Okay, so MSc nutrition person.
अभी भी बहुत ज्यादा मिथ्स हैं. 2022 में ये बहुत ही स्टूपिड क्वेश्चन होगा. वे प्रोटीन सिर्फ एक मिल्क प्रोडक्ट है. जैसे पनीर, घी, कर्ड ये सब मिल्क से बनता है, वैसे ही वे प्रोटीन भी मिल्क से ही बनता है. वे प्रोटीन का यूज सिर्फ जिम्स में ही नहीं होता है. कितने सारे हॉस्पिटल्स, कितनी सारी मेडिकल कंडीशंस में भी वे प्रोटीन रेकमेंड किया जाता है. क्या वे प्रोटीन हर किसी के लिए कंपलसरी है? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. वे प्रोटीन सिर्फ एक कन्वीनियंट सोर्स है अगर आप अपनी प्रोटीन रिक्वायरमेंट दूसरे सोर्सेज से फुलफिल नहीं कर पा रहे हो. होप दिस हेल्प्स.
Okay, so now the person said that if you are not able to manage your proteins, then you need proteins, whey proteins and all that. But if you see the per gram of protein that we get in our kitchen food on our plate, it's very difficult to manage, especially people who are active and all that. So even the kids, okay, even the kids now, a doctor is saying that please give some kids nutrition, please give some kids supplements to this your kids if you want their immunity to be stronger. Okay, so I hope we are able to understand the myths and of the proteins and how we can understand the gaps of the protein from the kitchen food and why each one of us needs some food supplements. Okay, so with this I am done and back to the wonderful host Arjun. So now let's bring, with a big round of applause, let's bring Joe on the stage. Come on.
Awesome, Arjun. Wonderful hosting, Arjun. Every time Arjun hosts, there's a lot of energy. All right. So it was a great session today. was lovely. Obviously, with Arjun's hosting, Mokshada talking about insulin. Please do study about insulin, everyone. There are enough and more videos on YouTube. Study about it, right? I mean, once you understand the science behind insulin and fat gain and fatty liver, you can help a lot of people, including yourself, right? So please do study that. We can also send you videos on insulin and how important it is. Again, Nitin and Dr. Srirashmi talked about their experience, right? I did not know. Okay, I mean, I knew that after many months of them starting, Nitin once told me that he had seen this opportunity through Vishal. Many people might remember Vishal, who was part of our team a long back. But even now, I got to know that this was before marriage. So I didn't know that it was before marriage that happened, right? But people's life changes, right? But the most important point is last time, let's say 3 years back, when he said no to the opportunity, there's absolutely no learning that happened in that 3 years. Obviously, there might be some learning in terms of job, but in terms of business, there's absolutely no learning that happens. I'm not saying they're extremely successful today, but I can 100% vouch for the fact that in the last 3-4 months, they've learned a lot. There's no doubt about it. So that's what everyone should look for. Money will come, everything will come. But are you learning every single day? Today's session, I'm sure all of you have learned something. Right? Always. The day you stop learning, you should be concerned. Right? Always. That's the beauty of it. And I assure you, if you want to succeed in this opportunity, you will always have to be learning. You always have to be outside your comfort zone. Right? And then we had Arjun speak about protein. Right? Very, very important. Extremely important, right? It's so important. A lot of people don't understand the reason why they're gaining weight is because the amount of protein they eat is less. That is the main reason. Unfortunately, our parents or grandparents, they didn't have enough money, they didn't have enough access to protein. So they had to survive on the cheap carbohydrates. But one good thing for them was they used to be physically extremely active. So it was okay. Some extent it was okay. But you realize, no, now if you see the same parents are getting into a lot of health issues. But please understand that we live a different lifestyle. If you don't walk the amount of distance that they used to walk, I'm sure your parents would have told you how many kilometers they walked to go to school and all those things. So we don't even go to the nearest shop walking. We usually take a bike or a car and go. So lifestyle has changed completely. So protein is very, very important. Just increasing your protein intake will help you lose weight, right? And gain muscles. Now, the last thing I want to tell, I have shared this today in the JP Core Run. It is basically very simple, and this is not just for business. It's for everything in your life. Just note this down. This line, it's a magical line. The magic you are looking for is in the work that you are avoiding. The magic that everyone is looking for. You might be looking for magic in your job. You might be looking for the magic in your relationships. You might be looking for a magic in your business. All that magic is basically in the work that you are avoiding. So ask yourself, if you really want to be successful in this opportunity, what is that work that you're avoiding? You know that is important, but you're avoiding it. And that what you're avoiding is what is the magic. You need that. For someone, it might be reading books. You need to just start reading books, the magic will happen. For someone else, it might be being independent. Today, I was so happy to hear, get Harris' message, right? Independently closing his first deal. It's a great deal. Everyone, let's give a great applause to Harris for doing that. Right? First closure independent. I'm sure Nirjara has helped a lot, but when you do things independently, it's great. For someone else, it might be a physical meeting. And this is not just for you guys, it is for me also. For me, the next magic is to go to the next level, might be going diamond. And I can tell you this sentence is as valid for me as it's for you. The magic is in the work that we are avoiding. So look at what you're avoiding. Everyone has something. You're keeping it aside, either thinking that I'll do it tomorrow, or you're thinking that's not required. Without that also I'll succeed. But you know what that thing is. So whatever is there that you're avoiding, start doing it and you'll see the magic happen. Right? So let's all take a decision. Very beautiful line. I would say, please write it down somewhere, paste it down somewhere. Right? It's such a beautiful line. I'll repeat it and I will close this. The magic you're looking for is in the work that you are avoiding. Right? Everyone has some fears. For someone, it is DTM. I'll keep on helping clients, but I will never share the opportunity with them. The fear is there. So whatever is that you're avoiding, start doing it. Yes, Manas. Magic you're looking for is the work you're avoiding. So whatever is that you're avoiding, start doing it. Start doing it. And that takes you out of your comfort zone. Priya always keeps telling this. There is no speech of Priya without that diagram of comfort zone. Get outside your comfort zone. Right? Great, guys. It was nice talking to all of you. We will connect on Sunday next. Right? So one more great news. Apurva. Apurva is one of the heads in Amway. He's actually coming down to Kochi. And it seems he has requested, or not requested, he has given us an appointment. He wants to spend time with all the leaders. That's great, no? To have leaders listening to us. So we got a chance to spend time with him in Kochi on Sunday. So great. We'll share maybe next Thursday, we'll share what is the discussion that we had with him. Thanks, everyone. Good night. Have a great day. And let's finish the month off strongly. Right? We have 6 days or 5 days left. Let's finish the month strongly. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.